All right, we're getting started. Good morning. Thank you for that, Chris. Well, welcome back from Thanksgiving. I didn't watch any football. I know that sounds crazy, but if you guys know me, the Godfather marathon was on for 4 days. So I watched The Godfather.
Yeah.
So I watched that and ate a lot of turkey. But if you didn't catch me in the beginning, you need to go into your refrigerator and throw your leftovers out because they are no good now. I can tell you that right now. So, what I wanted to do this morning is I wanted to bring on the leaders of this group and kind of share their thoughts at what they're doing with 29 days left in the year. You guys know Christmas comes, it's on December 25th. It happens every year. And don't you get struck by people that going, oh my God, Christmas, it's coming. It's like you've known about it all your life. So I'll tell you, time waits for no people. It moves, it's happening. I swear to God, it seemed like it was August 10 minutes ago. But now here we are in the throes of the holidays. And I know for some people, some of you, and I'm not judging, you take the rest of the year off. And I understand because you have things going in your life. But for those of us that can't take that time and need to produce, I think it's very important to stay motivated. We need to stay motivated and connected so that we can help each other. I try to make this Monday call as informative, but don't take an hour, 2 hours, because we all have busy lives and we got things to do. Ralph, were your ears burning? We were just talking about you.
Yes, sir. I'm here right now. I just came out.
Okay. Looking very dapper too. Man. All right. So we're going to start off with Michael in Valencia, California. Michael has a huge team and very influential to his group. And Michael, this is just what's on your heart, what's on your mind. And you don't have 2-3 minutes. You can go ahead and talk. And I want to hear how you're motivating your troops.
All right. Thank you. Well, like we said, last couple of meetings, this is the best time of the year. The best. I mean, you have so many holidays and so many things coming together that it's so easy. There's an excuse. There's a reason. I don't like to say excuse, but there's a reason for you to get in touch with everybody that you want to. There's a reason to celebrate. There's a reason to compliment and, enjoy and really lift up the people that you've been working with and the people that you are working for. So I'm reaching out to everybody. For my team members, what I'm doing is I'm setting up individual, I'm doing a big team meeting, but we're doing individual meetings, making sure we can do one-on-ones to close out the year. And we're really just going to go over some nice things. We're going to reflect on the year, go over, financial things, go over what we've done, reflect on what that's been happening there. We're going to clean and organize up our database, kind of plan for the next year. But really the big thing is to get a time to celebrate and enjoy the accomplishments we had this year so that we can focus on them and have more of them next year. And in doing that, we're just going to evaluate everything that we've done. We're going to do a holiday party for team members and everything that we're here. I know that LG and I were talking, we may just do like a happy hour. It's for members in the community at EXP that we can say get together if you want to come and let's all have a holiday party, keep the community going where we're at. So that's a big plan as well. And then just really celebrate and enjoy everybody what we're doing. If you want a little bit more details on what's going on with the meetings and how we're pushing everybody or focusing everybody, I can go into that a little bit as well.
Michael, if you do have those happy hours, please put it on the winner circle. That way everybody will know. So just for those listening, and we got some new people coming on. Is that Pamela?
Yes.
Pamela, good morning. Is this first time making the call?
Yes. Have we met, Frank?
Oh, God knows. I have no idea.
Well, nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you. I didn't mean to single you out, but for first timers joining on the call, it's always a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
Okay, good. Okay. So Michael, being that a lot of us on this group don't have as big a group as you, and we don't have the money, what are you doing to shave cost, but still bringing the group together?
Oh, that's That's one of the huge things with say a happy hour meeting, a meet and greet, the holiday party that I'm going to do at my house. It's just, you don't need to do anything special or fancy. Hey guys, we're going to get together. We're going to have a potluck. Hey guys, we're going to meet in the park and do some things. You know, I'm also doing some things with some of the team and getting them together, and let's do something for the community. We can bond, and while we're bonding, we can be giving back, so that you're killing two birds with one stone, but you're really giving back to the community. And when you're doing that and giving, I always find the connection that you get with the people that you're giving with grows a lot stronger than just the giving out. So that's another form of bonding that we're doing as well. And you don't need, like you said, you don't need a lot. Sometimes all you need is time. I mean, I haven't done this yet, but the thought just came up. We might go visit a senior center. Go get a bunch of us together and go visit a senior center and get some time, play some cards with some seniors that are out there or something. So that's just another idea that just kind of came to my head. But really, what's important is your time when you want to make these connections with people. It's not how much money you're spending.
Michael, I love that. It's not all about real estate. I love that. Perfect. All right, Nate, share some of your thoughts. You have the floor.
Some of my thoughts. Well, I'll try to, obviously, I think anything Michael says is always great. So I'll just try to go into another subject. I think I've been evaluating writing the business plan for our team. And then I've been going over the business plans. Everybody on our team writes their own business plan. I know Simone is on here. She's a new visitor, new person to our team. Thanks, Simone, for coming. We went over her business plan. Tim, one of our top team members, is here. Him and I went over his business plan. I think everybody out there should write down your business plan, what it is. If you don't write it down and you don't verbalize it, it won't happen. You need to put a time on it. You need to write it down. You need to tell what it's going to be. I think that's what we're doing. I think what I've been seeing when I sat back and I watch, let's say 30 agents working, 20 agents, 25 agents working. I think what they can do to improve their business, and it's what I'm going to be working on, is organization. Because what happens is a lot of times agents, we go from deal to deal to deal, but most people don't buy. It takes the houses that we sell people in 2025. We started working with those people in 2023, 2024. Then they buy in 2025, the ones we're working with now. So if we're always just chasing the right now people and we don't have everything organized, we can't keep all that organized in our mind. So I think your CRM, I know for our team, we're going to be working on our CRM. I have somebody that I brought on who's going to be meeting with people one-on-one to help them set that up, learn how to use all the things the CRM does. So your automatic emails are going out and things like that. So I think right now, the people we contact, I know for our team, I'm telling them, push hard now through December. You're not going to sell those houses in December. You're going to sell them in February, March, April, and May. Okay. But make all your contacts now, because we have a great reason to reach out and say, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you have a great Christmas, Merry Christmas, or what, have a great holiday season. I hope you're having a good time with family. I was just thinking about you. So I think reaching out to our client database now, but I think as you go into 2025, one thing, if I just had to mention one thing that's really going to increase your business, no matter how many deals you do, whether it's 5 or 50, if you're super organized in your CRM and you utilize that CRM properly, that's what's really going to increase your business. That's what we're going to work on.
Nate, what if you're not super organized?
I think you have to get super organized, okay? Or you're going to make less money, okay? And I'll tell you what I heard, and from my point of view, and it says that the ceiling of a team, the ceiling is only as low as the leader is, right? So you can look how big some of these teams. I just looked at Kyle Whistle. I think they closed 650 transactions this year, right, with 70 some agents. So his ceiling is only as big as far as what the leader's gonna do. So, but he's super organized and everything is systematized. Everything is systematized. So if you're somebody like I was for 18 years, as you just had people in your phone and you just went from deal to deal to deal, but you were super social and you closed 40 to 50, 60 transactions a year, that's crazy good. But I could have probably closed 120 if I would have had a proper CRM with all of my people. So here's what I would do if I were you. I would go through my phone. If you have to have them taken off of your phone, get somebody to download your phone on a document. Take all of the names of everybody that you want to have in your business life that you want, whether it's you might not want to have, an ex-spouse, but you have to have their phone number, right? You might not just want to put everybody, but if you would take the time to do the data entry. That's the hardest thing to get people to do the data entry and type in John Smith, know him from church. He has 2 kids named Mike and John, whatever. You put those things in there and then you set your reminders to call those people and follow up. That's going to keep you from remember. Just a perfect example. I had a guy text me on Thanksgiving Day. He said, "Hey, I want you to know I'm still going to buy a house. I know it's been a while." I had called him every 3 months for 2 years, and then I checked back and hadn't called him for 8 months. So he checked back into me. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I forgot." So I made sure because I didn't have everything organized properly. So have your phone and your CRM organized. But your question was, what if you're not? You just have to get organized, or you're not going to make as much money. Simple as that. If you're not organized, you're not going to make as much money. All the big companies, organized, organized, organized.
Yeah, folks, for those of you not with EXP, we do have a system that you pay for in your monthly fee. It's part of it. And it's called Bold Reigns. It used to be called KV Core. And this does this for you. I want you to know that. You know, after almost 9 years in the business, I'm getting into Bold Reigns now. I have people, I'm sorry. Thank you, Michael. Bold Trail. I'm sorry. It used to be called KV Core, but it organizes everything for you. I had a list of 1,100 people. They came from my phone. So I got my virtual assistant to download all these names and put it, and I don't know what those fancy names are, CVS, CSV file. And I mean, that's the way to do it if you don't know how to do it. So there's always someone willing to help. And if you get stuck, answer your question or ask your question on the winner circle. So that's a great job, Nate. I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that's
people just you need to be top of mind, and you can't call everybody all the time. You can't call everybody every week. They might say they're not going to buy a house, and then I'll have somebody say, "Well, I'm not interested." And then 45 days later, they call me to buy a house or have a referral. So you just need to be top of mind, top of mind, top of mind. You can't do that if you're not organized. So
yeah, good job. Yes. All right, E, it's your turn.
Yeah, sorry about that too. I know I've kind of blacked out for a minute with my I got offline, but you know what? With both Michael and Nate's stuff is really great. For me, December's have always been a really good month for me, and I work in December because I want to have, like how Nate had mentioned, they've put in a lot of work, and then sometimes their Januaries had been slower. I don't like that. I need my Januaries. That's my birthday month. I need Januaries to be plentiful. Okay. I don't like going months or no months without having no income. That just does not, that shirt doesn't fit me. So in December, things that I do, and there's the first thing I did was, believe it or not, was over the Thanksgiving holiday for the 3rd time. I ripped up my business plan, just ripped it up and decided to do something completely different. And one of the things that I really decided was I wanted to be much more efficient, because now I work with my database a lot more than doing other types of lead generation. So one thing for me is this month I took out of my tops. I have 257 people starting to date, and I'm writing personal notes to. So out of those 257 people, I'll do 5 to 10 a day until I get them done. And out of my top 25 people, I'm sending a $100 gift card to a steakhouse. So, I've got a certain people that I don't want to say are more important than others, but everybody has an MVP, so these are MVPs on my team. These are my Michael Jordans, and my Michael Jordans get treated better than 12th man. So so they will be getting that. But in addition to that, I also decided that, I don't know if you guys do or not, but you'll have a whole bunch of little stuff you'll pay for, and you don't realize that you're paying for it, like a $20 for this, $2.99 for Apple follow-up, that, the other. So long story short, I'm in the process of cleaning up expenses that I don't need. And I'm looking at, I believe I should be able to clean up about $1,000 a month of just junk that I'm spending that's really not producing me any income. So you figure $1,000 a month, that's $12,000, right? For the year. Well, for me, I'm looking to take that $12,000. I just started a fund for my 3 grandchildren. So that's $1,000 a month. I can put into the funds for them of money that is going to stuff right now then that's not doing me any good. In addition to that, I want my business expenses, including my virtual assistant, not including my transaction coordinator, to be no more than 22% of what my gross income is. I want to operate my business on 22%, and I want my average commission to be 3 to 3.5% per transaction. So for those of you that also know me, I'm more listing heavy. All of my listing contracts are pre-filled with 3.5% to the listing agent, and then we go from there with the buyer's agent. So I'm looking at areas where I can increase my income off of stuff that I'm already doing. I'm looking to decrease my expenses, and I'm looking to fund other things in my life based upon stuff that I already have going. So my focus though, in cleanup month is what I'm calling it, is it's an excellent time to make sure I'm having conversations, excellent time to make sure I'm getting thank you notes out. And thank you notes for me are just thanking you for hopefully a lifetime of service, a lifetime of referrals, that sort of thing. Try to keep it, real simple. I do a lot of this stuff in the morning, and then also, of course, to help our team members on our to pretend to potentially grow their revenue shares and grow their team to whatever aspirations it is for them as well. So I believe, and I know that both Nate and Michael do this a lot, is that the best leadership you can do is by doing stuff yourself, and people see what you're doing and they automatically attract to what you're doing, because if you can do it, then they should be able to do it as well. People can't give me excuses and say they can't do certain things based upon what I do. I mean, you can't tell me, well, I can't do this because somebody's sick, or I can't do this because I don't have time, or I can't. Trust me, I probably have less time than you do, and I'm still getting it done. And I'm still watching all the football games. I'm still watching as many hoops games as I want to. I'm still able to go out and have a drink, have food, have a great dinner, and I'm still able to make sure, though, my work gets done first. So that's me. That's December. And that's going to lead to a pretty good January, as it's already starting up right now.
In January, you'll be taking pictures and sending me Vegas pictures, knowing you.
No, well, it'll have to be better than Vegas.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys a story for some of you guys that know it. Don't. So last January, I took off, and I don't never take off like that. But last January, I turned 60. So I decided that in my 60th birthday that I was going to do, a whole lot of stuff or whatever for myself. So my wife and I left on January the 2nd, because her birthday is the same month, and we went to Cancun for like 6 days. We came back home for about 2 days, and from say the 10th of January to the end of the month last year, we went to the Dominican Republic. We went to three different resorts, a different resort every week for the whole month. And for the whole month, and I forgot how many it was now, if it was 3 or 4 homes that I was still able to sell personally while we were there. And the majority of the time I was on the beach with a drink and a whole lot of food. That was the kind of life that I want to fund. So that's why. At the end of the day, I want something in my dash to say something other than he listed and sold homes. And I also want to have some fun along the way, because when I'm out of here, I'm out of here. So
I love that. I really, really do. Thank you guys for sharing that. Okay, what I want to do is I want to go around the room. So I want you to tell me one thing, and I want to limit your comment to about 1 to 2 minutes of what you're going to do in 2025 different than what you did in 2024. And I'm not restricting you to real estate. It can be personal. It can be whatever you want to share. Okay. Everybody got that? All right, Sid, I'm going to start with you up in Oregon.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Yeah, so 2025, we're having a big shift in our market. We're seeing a lot of incredible activity, which is awesome. Investors are coming out of the woodwork. And so for next year, I'm joining a mastermind program, a investor-focused mastermind program that will give access for funding, for fix and flip, for wholesaling. EXP's got some amazing new things coming down the pike, and I really feel led to participate in that. to kind of continue to develop out my business and to grow beyond what we're doing now.
Excellent. I love that. Tim Violette, tell us.
Tim, you're mute. You're mute.
Thank you. So my focus next year is to double down, triple down, if you will, on seniors. Okay. I'm a senior and I see the business, I read the statistics, and I'm going to focus a lot harder on the senior market than I did this year. So I want to carve that out and really do everything I can. I've joined Facebook groups, I've read books on it, so that's going to be not the exclusive focus, but the primary focus.
Okay. Have you thought about getting certified in the?
I got my specialist from NAR. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Good job. Arya, you're up.
Thank you, Frank. Well, one thing that I'm going to do drastically different, I was always heavy on the buyer side, and most of my sellers were past buyers. Now I'm going to shift completely and really focus on listing. And that's going to be what I'm going to do on the real estate side. But I definitely going to take all of your advice on building the CRM. I'm the phone guy, Nate, that you actually described. I'm that guy with the phone. So I'm going to actually make the commitment to you. I'm going to report. I'm going to take 20 people every day and transfer it. So at least my top 100 clients are on the new Bold Trail and KV Core. I didn't even know that changed. That's how behind I am with that. But that's why we come to this, to learn. And the other thing is, John Macfield says, your capacity to grow is your capacity to lead. So one of the things is I'm going to be more committed to learn and grow and share the changes that happen in our industry with the seller. This is the best opportunity for us to go and get listings, because a lot of changes happen and most people, they don't know it. And we are the educator. Back to you, Frank. Thank you.
Thank you, Arya. That was awesome. Before I call on anybody, if you don't feel comfortable answering, I totally understand, because for some of you, this is your first call and you're just trying to soak all this in. I totally get it. I do not want to put anyone on the spot. So I will just continue. Tiffany, good morning. You're on mute.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Myself. Hi. The biggest thing that I want to do for 2025 than I did in 24 is promote more, to definitely dive more into the marketing coordinating position that Ralph has offered me, just to be able to, get our name out there as EXP as well as my own as an agent.
Very good. I love your Facebook posts. You have so much energy and I just really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you so much. Look forward to more in 2025.
Oh, I believe that. Simone, do you want to share?
Okay, sorry about that. I had to get on mute. Yes, I'll share, no problem. What I'm going to do is things that I've kind of started at the latter part of the year, so that should help. One thing is really working on my mindset and focusing day to day, having daily goals, a daily personal goal, a daily business goal, and a daily personal development goal. And so I think that's going to really help me. I'm a brand new agent. One of the other things I really want to focus in on is I want to also focus in on seniors as well, because unfortunately I'm a senior myself, but I should say fortunately, right? Because we get to live this long. And I haven't gotten the certification yet, which is something that I do plan on getting. But that's what I want to do.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank
Tanel,
I'm here.
would you like to share?
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, let me turn on my camera. I'm sorry. Give me just a second. Okay, can you see me?
We can see you.
What I'm going to focus on this year is going to be having more conversations, because much like Michael, Nate also meets with us one-on-one, and that was kind of my I'm extremely well organized, and I do a lot of things. I like being organized and executing organized systems, but I was not having enough face-to-face conversations with the people that I came encounter with. So we were having initial conversations over the phone. But then when all the changes came about this summer, because I am an educator at heart, I was working hard I wanted them to know. I didn't want them to be caught off guard by the new changes. But then after I was educating them, we then weren't having the meeting. So Nate suggested to focus on having that face-to-face, sit down for some coffee or tea, and then get into the conversations. And it actually worked. I actually showed a house this weekend with a family who's looking, and then so they want to meet again to hopefully be able to purchase a house this month.
Right on.
You're an educator at heart. You're going to be a great mentor.
Thank you.
You're going to be a great mentor.
That's
Okay.
Dr. Tanel Brown. She's the real deal.
Oh,
See that?
thank
Look-
you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Stacy. Stacy, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everybody. Stacy
Hi.
here.
Hi.
It was nice jumping on this today. I saw it on Workplace and I was like, oh, you know what? Let me check that out. It says the Winner's Circle, and I'm definitely striving to, increase business and do better. I'm a newer agent, and I just joined a team. For my 2025, my goal is to be more intentional about getting in front of builders. I want to be a little bit more focused on the new construction, new development space. So just trying to build those relationships and see what all I can make come of those type relationships as far as growing my business. And from a personal perspective, going into 25, my word for today was control. So I am trying to be more intentional on developing spaces where I take control of my time, my energy, my interactions, and just how I move. So jumping on this was one of those moments. So that's my thing.
Well, thank you and welcome. And Chris, thank you for
Thank
putting
you.
it on Workplace so that she found it. I didn't even think of that. So thank
Where
you,
do
boss.
Where do you work,
Thank
Stacy?
you.
Where are you out of? Where are you from?
I'm in Moreno Valley, California. I just joined the Jessica Nieto's team.
I know Jessica.
Oh, Jessica.
Yeah, yeah. She's
Jessica's
been amazing. She's
The
actually been
powerhouse.
very amazing. Yeah.
Powerhouse.
she's great. Jessica's wonderful.
Congratulations. Welcome.
I
Thank
love the
you.
word
Thank you.
intentional. I
Yeah.
love the word
Just trying to be more intentional.
You
Yes.
guys, man, that's those. Sometimes listen to the power of words. And being intentional and being focused and hearing the words mindset. You guys really these words matter. What comes out of your mouth really matters to what you internalize as well. I love that. And tell Jessica hello. I like order
Oh,
coffee and stuff
definitely.
too.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Daya, would you like to share with us?
Yeah, my primary focus in 2025 is I want to do more listings because till now I'm doing only new constructions. I want to learn more about work in the listings because I'm a brand new agent. I want to try. Yeah, that is my primary goal. Yeah.
Good. Well, just remember this analogy. If you went to go buy a car, would you go to a parking lot with 2 cars or 10,000 cars? That's a good way to think about what your clients are seeing. So congratulations, and I love you being part of the Winner's Circle. Dawson, would you like to come on?
Absolutely. I just want to preface with saying I jumped on kind of the middle of my day, y'all. It's 12 o'clock in Oklahoma. I am at the gym. I take this seriously, though, listening to what I've heard. So I do want to contribute on a personal note. I want to lose 100 pounds this year. I want to create a discipline that I've never had. I can say that wholeheartedly. I've just not had the discipline I want. I think other people would speak highly about me and say I'm an energetic individual who doesn't mind selling, who can build a team, lead others, etc. I think another goal for me, especially within my real estate world, is I want to get into an organization that wants to see you develop and doesn't limit you to just one type of sale or one type of opportunity. I was prior doing just investment properties, and so I want to expand my horizons. I own some rental properties, but I want to develop that portfolio and bring to other individuals the knowledge and expertise that I have acquired through my experience to help them also build and develop their portfolio, find a dream home, maybe get into commercial real estate, whatever that may be. I just want to take myself more seriously in 2025.
I love that. Thank you for sharing with that. Where are you calling from?
In Oklahoma City at Planet Fitness.
No excuses. I love that.
Absolutely none.
I love that. Thank you for being on. All right, Pamela, you're up.
All right. I am going to come off video.
Good morning. My thing that I want to do, I found this on Workplace also. I am a part of Nolly Williams Mentorship Masters.
Awesome.
And I am in Los Angeles, just outside in Pasadena. And I am a probate specialist. I got certified in that. And so for 2025, I am digging into probate very deeply. I've done a few. I have one coming up. I do work with a few attorneys. My main thing for 2025 is to expand my network of attorney referrals. I also would like to learn how to write some trusts myself. In California, you can do that. You don't need a license to write a trust. Although I do have 2 licenses with the state of California. Yeah, but my word for 2025, and it's interesting, I heard a couple of people say a word, because I usually do choose a word and I make my husband and my daughter choose a word too, is consistency in my mindset. I have been big on mindset for many years, and I actually have a journal on how to 30 days to transform your mindset that I wrote and published on Amazon. But I want to make sure that I'm more intentional and consistent with my mindset, with all the things going on and all the things that I've personally been through. Sometimes it gets to be hard, but that
Yes.
is my goal for 2025. And digging into probate. And you might ask, why probate? Well, I'm also a registered nurse, and I wanted a career that I could blend my healthcare skills with my real estate skills.
Yes. Yes.
So that's what I'm doing.
Wow. Couple things. Number one, there's a gentleman in LA in the Chino Hills, Ontario market. His name is Bill Gross. He's an
Yes.
EXP agent. He is amazing. I don't know if you guys know each other, but that's
I've
a
never met
really good
him in
connection.
person, but I do follow him around EXP.
Yeah, he's really a good guy. And Dawson, and for some of you on that you're trying to build consistency and habits, may I recommend the best book that I've ever read? And
Absolutely.
it's called Atomic Habits.
Oh, I've read that.
James Clary, the
That's a
best
great
book,
book.
because discipline bleeds. And it starts with what you have for breakfast, making your bed, stuff that we don't want to do and you don't even think about it, but it leads to a pattern. But we can talk more about that. All right, Claudia, good morning.
Hi there. Yeah, I was late getting on. I just got into a contract on my listing. Let's see. My word today is focus. Focus. For the year. I want to be calling more people, calling 10 people a day, and what I'm going to do is put a drop dead. I got to talk to 5 a day. So, and time blocking. I really need to time block. And I'm thinking of taking Sean Kokoska's training for $300. I thought, maybe I should do that. But I don't know. Anybody have any feedback on that?
Talk to Elgin. Talk to Elgin.
Okay.
I think I would do it if I were you. I would do it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Claudia, thank you. All right, my man, Ralph Payne. Talk to me, Goose.
Yes, sir. I like the word consistency, because I think sometimes with me having ADHD, I get kind of stretched out doing a lot of different things because I wear a lot of different hats. So I want to put all of my processes in place and make them all work consistent, and improve consistently, with traction consistently, and then also mindset, staying consistent. Some get off track, start thinking other things. I just started moving intentionally. Here in the last 30 days, I've had massive success in the direction that I'm going. I think I have about 6 deals working, and in December, I'll hope to have another 5. So it makes me think next year I want to be around. I want to stay focused with the direction I'm going with our leaders. When I saw your last post, Frank, when I saw what you did for the year, and it showed kind of what you've done for the year, It showed your production. It also showed your rev share. I really like that. I thought to myself, I need to get focused and push forward towards my goals. And if next year my goals are where I want to be at with 50 production deals, with adding maybe more 50 agents on my attracting more about 50 more agents. And I'm looking for people that are consistent as well. I'm not just looking for regular people. I'm looking for consistent people that can ride this train with me.
I love it. Ralph, you're
also and staying plugged in with my upline as well.
Okay.
Consistently.
All right. So I've got a few thoughts I want to share with you guys. Do you guys mind if I be a little vulnerable with y'all? You guys mind? So one of the things that I'm doing in 2025, it has to do with finances. I have never been really good with money. Some of you are amazing. Okay. What happens when you get a real estate transactions check? Well, we make, if you get it like October 25th, you make the October house payment and then you pay back taxes. Normally, that's how real estate people work. Okay. I've been introduced to a gentleman that has started to teach me about finances about 3 months ago. It has literally changed my life. My whole life, money has controlled me, and I've made it a vow now that I'm going to control where my money goes. The very first thing, everybody says you're supposed to save 10%. If you get a check for $4,000, you need to take 1%, which is $400, and you put it in your savings account. That's your 1% savings account. Okay. If you do that every month, no matter what check you get, you'll always be profitable. And that's one of the things that I know Dave Ramsey says save 10%. I'm just talking 1%. Okay. And this is something that I failed at miserably. And I just had what should I say, come to Jesus meeting with my CPA, because what we do is we never save for the taxes, and you're always back paying. And I share this with all you guys because some of you know what I'm talking about. You get your money, you pay your house payment, you pay your utility bill, your food, and you have nothing left over. And it sucks. He's taught me now that if you close something later in the month, like after the 25th, you don't even touch that money because you have that money going into next month. And the reason I'm sharing it with you, because I have failed miserably on that end, miserably. But now I've got a good handle of where my money is going. And I'm stoked because now I have money in my savings. I have money for Cabo. I got money for all these things coming down the road. And it's been the best thing ever for me. I wanted to share that with you guys because I know money's tight. Some of you are listening to go, oh man, if I could get if I could get rev share check, if I could get this, we are all starting at zero every month. I'm telling you folks, it's possible. I just appreciate you guys being on this call today where we can come together and share our thoughts. Nobody's left this call. Nobody. And I appreciate that so much. I am not going to continue any longer. I will see you guys next Monday at 10. Please call the people in your group and to get them on here so we can hear from them, so we can help them no matter what they're going through, because life is not always about real estate. But if you do real estate right and have money, you can do the things that you really, really want. Have a great week, everybody.
Take care, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.